Hi guys, it's Ray. Today we're going to start a new 30 ounce skinny tumbler. We're going to do another bee tumbler. I haven't picked my decal yet, but it's going to be another florally bee kind, something like that. And this one we're going to put a couple of these little bee charms in. I'm just going to use two of the classic bee color. I wanted the pink ones for a bee tumbler we're going to do for Ink Week, so I ordered the mixed pack. I'm just going to use two of these little cuties. I know that going over them with resin might dull their shine ever so slightly, but I would rather dull it slightly than have them pop off or lose any gems. So, but there they are. I think I'm going to use that Be Kind flower one you've seen me use before, because I'm going to use this as the top section. This is the center line, and then a piece of this one for the bottom. This one's from It's Pretty Personal. This is clear, so I'm going on a white cup. And these two are from the Mr. Crafty Pants bundle from 143 Vinyl. And the little bees I got from Amazon. So, but we'll come back to those. So this is a 30 ounce skinny. I think I said that. I'm trying to figure out where I put my paper cutter. I just saw it. I knew it was somewhere. I'm not really going to measure. I'm just going to kind of cut this one where I feel like I want it to be. Because I want some of this darker yellow in here. This darker color. But that's too much. So I'm actually going to end up cutting more of that off. Oh, I'm also going to use some gold textured vinyl. I'll show you what I got in a minute. For my decal, I'm going to do gold textured over a black offset. Alright, so the other vinyl I'm going to use is my Teck Wrap Adhesive Craft Vinyl. I ordered this from Amazon. And this one is 6 sheets of metallic textured paper, vinyl, whatever. I didn't even open it yet. I got the metallic textured pack, and I bought a pack of glow-in-the-dark from Teck Wrap that hopefully we'll get into at some point here. So, oh, these are like really textured and really bright. Oh, and it comes with a piece of transfer tape. So I guess the transfer tape counts as one of the sheets, but look at this texture. Holy moly. But I think I want to use this like gold one, because I think that'll go best with the bees. So I do want to cut 2 very thin strips of this. 2 or 4. I haven't decided if I want to do the bottoms or not. I probably want to do the bottoms. So I'm not even going to measure to cut these. I just want this little thin piece of my cutter. So I'm just going to line it right up on that edge. But I'm just going to go ahead and start getting my vinyls on. That wasn't good. That was not good at all. Alright, so I'm going to try and get this placed basically exactly where I just pulled it from and deal with it not being straight. So that's one of those. Some people would lose their mind. And somehow I am way off on my seam. But that's okay. That would cause some people to lose their minds. But I'm just gonna, you know me, carry on. Make the best of it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my stripes on. So, because of the style of this cup, I'm going to be able to get my decal cut and applied and do all of it before I even go over to epoxy. These guys are going to get embedded into the first or second coat. I haven't decided which yet. They're kind of gonna stick out a little bit, but I'm going to embed them directly into the epoxy. So I'm gonna get my decal cut and weighted. We'll come back, we'll get that on, and we will move on from there. Okay, so I did decide I am going to put a coat of resin on this before I do the next coat, or the next step, which will be the decals. I'm kind of thinking about putting a tiny bit of my Diamond Dust Honey Gold. Not a cheat. It is not a touch of gold cheat. It's just a super fine additive. So I'm talking like adding that much to my resin. And I may also add the tiniest little bit of touch of rose, because I don't have a gold. So I'm just going to pull a tiny bit of that as well. Just because my bottom is plain white, and I do want to kind of hide some of this, even though it just kind of looks cool where it's distressed now. Okay, so I have my decal ready. And I have my piece of transfer tape. So I did the gold for the actual decal. And then I have the black for the offsets. This was, it cut nicely and it weeded easily, but I had to like hold it at an angle to see where the cut lines were. So it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't exactly the most simple either, I guess. Looks good. I'm going to take my brayer and run it over. This is not my brayer that I normally use for this. That one's buried in and among all these cups. This one I usually use for ink. So, okay, so I am going to apply my little bee charms. I think I'm just going to put one up here and one down here. I don't want like crazy, but I'm going to use my Liquid Fusion Heavy Duty, and then I'm just going to tape it down with a little piece of painter's tape and let it sit to dry a bit. Liquid Fusion dries pretty quickly, so it won't take too long. These are a bit hollow on the back in the body, so I'm going to mostly concentrate on the wings and just a little bit around the edge, because I don't want a ton of overspill, but I will probably get a little bit anyways. I think just one there. Tape it down to hold it, and then one in here. So I'm going to let this dry, and then when it's dry, we'll come back on and, or we'll come back and we'll get the epoxy over it. Okay, so these are dry, or dry enough, and I have my epoxy mixed. You can see maybe where this is raised. This is why I want to do the epoxy over the top in part, just to make sure they're completely sealed down, because you don't want something catching on that and popping it off. So for me, this is how I'm doing these. Yes, it's probably going to lose some of its sparkle, but I would rather it lose a bit of the sparkle than be lost entirely. So I haven't actually seen anybody apply one. I've only seen still pictures of these, so I don't know what everybody else's method is. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down for this one. See my cute little bee. Be kind. I love that the texture stays on the vinyl. There's the other bee. See, they're still super sparkly, so I didn't really have to be too worried there. And my textured vinyl, or patterned vinyls. And textured vinyl pinstripes. See, that's where that paint peeled up a little bit, but I think it just kind of goes right in with the bees, so there we go. those bees will be really well sealed on after this epoxy dries. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to do a pink one for Ink Week, so be looking forward to that one as well. And that is it, and thank you for watching.